MLB The Show has baseball coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Dave Lions. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Tampa Bay Rays.
With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. He's one of the few elite players in the game today. He works as hard as anybody in practice, but he has a skill set that gets fans excited to come to the ballpark. But most importantly, he helps his team win ball games.
Chris Archer gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty, Evan Longoria has always been a reliable third baseman. That's his natural position. He's won multiple Gold Glove awards in his career. You can always count on him to make the difficult stops. He still has a great arm, too.
Troy Tulowitzki makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike 1, and a new season of baseball is underway. High pop-up. Calling for it, Forsythe. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Into the box, Josh Donaldson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Archer looks in. Here it is on 0-1. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Yeah, that's a nice job right there. After the pop-up to start the ball game, he's sitting all over this one. And they'll have their first base runner here with 1 away.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Edwin Encarnacion set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
Here it comes on 0-2. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Coming in is Jennings, but this will land untouched. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
Stepping in now, Chris Colabello. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Batting sixth, the catcher, number
Russell
55.
Martin now.
Russell Martin.
Now here's another one. Again, belted to deep right. Dickerson going back. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot for Russell Martin as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
Boy, oh boy, that's now 3 straight home runs. Back-to-back-to-back jacks, and we're only in the first inning. And now, I wouldn't be surprised to see that bullpen spring into action because it's really tough to endure this type of inning and then go on to pitch an effective game.
Batting seventh, left fielder.
Here's Michael Saunders now.
Michael Saunders.
As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Jennings is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Blue Jays 4, the Rays coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Marcus Stroman is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, they've got one of the best defensive shortstops, actually the best all-around shortstops in the game in Troy Tulowitzki. Very athletic, makes that play in the hole as well as anybody. Kind of reminds me of that guy, Derek Jeter. Can't wait to see him in this one.
Kevin Kiermaier comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Chopped at the plate, but it gets foul. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Into the box now, Logan Forsythe. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Yeah, make it back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning. So much for the top of the lineup setting the table.
Evan Longoria gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They trail here 4-0. Kevin Pillar makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Dickerson is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
Second baseman.
Now to the plate, Ryan Goins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Archer's ready. First pitch on the way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Back to the top of the order now. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Squared that one up just a little late. And he falls behind 0-2. Fly ball heading for the alley. Back goes Kiermaier at the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Boy, these guys just continue to tear the cover off the ball. They've already got 3 home runs in this game. This is nearly a 4th. And whatever these guys have been eating in that pregame spread, well, they're going to be getting it again tomorrow because they've been on fire.
Josh Donaldson will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now for Tulowitzki, he records his first double of the year here on opening day. And 2, here it comes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Skied into straightaway right. Dickerson's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Leading off the inning, Corey Dickerson. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
And he'll step off and try again. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Saunders is under it. One down.
Batting fifth,
Desmond Jennings will get his first cuts here. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's flared toward left center. And there to grab it is Tulowitzki for route number 2.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
In now, James Loney. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. We'll see the dangerous Jose Bautista when we come back. It's the Blue Jays 4, the Rays nothing. Back for the top of the third here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. And here is Jose Bautista now. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Jose Bautista.
Into the seats, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Dickerson has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one gone in the inning for Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Archer gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman.
Settling in now, Chris Colabello. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity of the pitch probably helped it a little bit, and he just snuck it out of here.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Check swing grounder to the right side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but it winds up working out for him.
Russell Martin now, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Dickerson. And the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it 4-0. Logan Morrison will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting him with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Standing in now, Kurt Casale. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. Donaldson scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 9th, the shortstop,
Brad Miller will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Goins is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're down 4-0. Michael Saunders is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
left fielder, Michael Saunders.
Archer steps into his windup. Here it is. hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, strike one.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. He'll take this in without much trouble, and two are gone here to start the fourth.
Second baseman,
Ryan Goins is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Dickerson shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays. But they're in front 4-0. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Here comes the first pitch. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Goins is there for it. 1 out.
now batting, second baseman,
Logan Forsythe is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And here's a fastball called. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
As we check the sequence again, here's how you conserve some pitches out there. Start off with a fastball for strike one. Get ahead in the count. Then, nasty slider for strike two. Then he finishes the job with a nice overhand curveball. Wasted no time. That's all she wrote.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bautista on the run. And that ends the inning. After the break, don't go away. Troy Tulowitzki will start things off. It's the Blue Jays 4, the Rays nothing. And here is Troy Tulowitzki. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Belted high and deep into right center. Kiermaier going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Well, he does it again. His second double of the ball game now. And I'll tell you what, this one wasn't too far away from being a home run. But you'll see it stay in the ballpark as it's off the wall, and he stays hot with another extra base hit.
Josh Donaldson will stand in now with a runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
Archer comes set. Here's the first pitch. In the air, out to right. Dickerson moves over. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he is in there. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Jose Bautista will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Shot toward right center. Dickerson is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Corey Dickerson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Pillar's there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Left fielder number 8.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in a speed threat in Desmond Jennings. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. James Loney digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Popped high in the air. Tulowitzki is there for it. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Rays. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Matt Andriese is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Matt Andriese.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Chris Colabello strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Lofted in the air out to right field. Dickerson is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Russell Martin will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air to right field. Dickerson is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Michael Saunders will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
First offering on its way. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Kiermaier ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Logan Morrison, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Swing and a little tapper. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing, and he pops him up over toward a quick out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt Casale.
Striding into the box, Kurt Casale. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Brett Cecil is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Brett Cecil.
In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Cecil comes set. 0-2 on its way. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Well, nothing better for your confidence than to come right in out of the bullpen and strike that first guy out. A lot of times, that'll set the tone for your whole outing.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
A pause, and the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They trail here 4-0. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Kevin Pillar will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And the inning will begin with a fly ball out to straightaway right. Dickerson coasts under it, 1 away. Ryan Goins stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
The shortstop, number 2.
How about that sequence right there? Fastball, fastball, and fastball again. No surprise what he's featuring out there today. Just straight hard stuff. And he gets the 3-pitch see you later.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo home run off the bat of Troy Tulowitzki. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
Well, he had gotten the first two guys in this inning somewhat easily, and you figured he's on his way to just strolling through this 7th inning. But whoa, not so fast. He falls right back down to earth by serving this one up right here.
Josh Donaldson comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around. Sends that one out of play for strike one. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, it wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the second time in the inning. Another home run. So a 2-run shot to left center as this lead swells to 7-0.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
The batter, number 10.
Edwin Encarnacion now.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Now batting. The first
Into the box, Chris Colabello.
Colabello.
Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. Longoria is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. It's the Blue Jays 8, the Rays nothing. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Cecil's ready. Here's the delivery. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Hard to do much better than this. I mean, here are the only three batters he's faced since coming on. Strikeout, strikeout, and strikeout. Boy, that is flat dealing there.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a chopper out to second. On to first, and there are two down.
Your third baseman, number 3,
Evan Longoria will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Down in order go the Rays. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Alex Colomé will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Colomé.
Russell Martin strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Russell Martin.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Kiermaier is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a one-pitch out to begin the eighth.
Left fielder.
Michael Saunders will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Jennings has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 11.
Kevin Pillar will stand in. He flew out his last time up. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, this was a wise decision here to hold on at first base. Even though that ball's off the wall, I think they would have had a good shot at throwing him out. So he holds on at first.
Into the box now, Ryan Goins. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike one. 2 out with the man at first. And here's a ball hit in the air. After it is Jennings. And that's the third out. 1 left for Toronto as the lead holds at 8-0. Roberto Osuna will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Roberto Osuna.
Corey Dickerson will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Right fielder, Corey Dickerson.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Desmond Jennings will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
James Loney will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and chopped up the middle. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. Still 8-0. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. In the air now, out to right field. Dickerson is under it.
Third baseman, number 20, Josh Donaldson.
Digging in, Josh Donaldson, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Fly ball out toward right field. Dickerson moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jose Bautista, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
High and deep to straightaway right. Looking up is Dickerson. Gone! A solo home run that time off the bat of Jose Bautista. His 2nd home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Edwin Encarnacion will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Fouled off into the seats behind first. 2 out, nobody on. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Dickerson ranging back. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His 3rd home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Chris Colabello. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Dickerson racing back. Gone! You got to be kidding me. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd of the game as this lead got even wider.
Well, coming into this game, we knew they had a good 3, 4, 5 section of their lineup. But gosh, they look like the 27 Yankees right here. Now that's back-to-back-to-back home runs right here in this inning. Give me a bat.
The catcher, number 55.
Russell Martin now. Now a swing and a fly ball. After it is Dickerson. Dickerson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9, due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Jays lead it 11-0. Logan Morrison will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And you can tell by the way these guys are swinging. They're just not picking the ball up very well. A lot of late swings. Pitches are getting on these guys quick.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, out of the bullpen, he's faced 4, struck out 3. That's what you want from your relievers. You want them to come in and go right after guys, and that's just what they've done.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Kurt Casale stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Colabello is there for it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Brad Miller.
Brad Miller will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question.
1-1.
He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss, and that's going to do it. This one's headed for the record books. A combined no-hitter.
And you know what? This is actually even more rare than a complete game no-hitter. It's a combined no-hitter. And now that's not something you see every day. In fact, that was like back when 6 pitchers no-hit the Dodgers back in 2012. Can anybody think of when the last time they saw that?
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And the brightest star for the Blue Jays this afternoon was this fellow right here, Edwin Encarnacion. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top, 11-0. So long from Tampa.